We managed to survive the gnarliest race of the year. Now it's on to the hottest race of the year. Summertime's here, and this race is a mental and physical battle.
What's going on, everybody? We got another race weekend on our hands. We're heading out to the Black Fly CATRA out in New York. This is going to be another NETRA 2.5 hour hair scramble. It's going to be good. Here we go. This is a fast course. I do think that I'll do good here. We got third place last year in B250, so this was my first podium in B, and hopefully it'll be my first podium in A class. So I'm excited. I'm gonna get some stuff together. We got my gear to get together. You know, been really busy lately. So all right, so we got a bit of an emergency over here. Just about to do an oil change. I go to press the button to start the bike up. Got absolutely nothing. So this has gone from a quick maintenance prep to a quick service and try to get this thing to fire up. Something's going on with the starting circuit, so I'm going to trace the wires. It's happened before, so I'm sure I'll be able to figure it out, but it is a little bit frustrating. Hopefully it's just a fuse or something. This is what sucks about the electric start. I wish I had a kickstart on this thing, but I don't. Like last time, I think I pressed the stop button in the start. What I did was I took the rear wheel while the bike's in gear. Spun the rear wheel while the bike's in gear. Activates the fuel pump, so I know that's good. I brought the voltmeter over, checked the battery. That was at like 13 volts, so I knew that was good. Before, what I did was I held the off button and the start button at the same time, and I got like some
something.
A turnover just a second ago. So that was me holding down the off button and the start button. And I wonder if that's why my bike's been like having a weird start to it recently, because it hasn't been starting the way that it should.
After that starting scare, I decided to order a brand new start button. That'll be in soon, and I'll keep you all updated with how it works.
It's that time. We got everything together, and we're gonna roll out. You know, I had to do some bike work. Bike wasn't starting. We fixed it all though, so feeling good about it and ready to get to the track. So let's go. Oh geez, looks like there's parking on the outside of the facility already. So hopefully we'll be able to actually get in. If not, it is what it is. Here we are though. All right. First time using this impact gun with the camper. Let's go. Just picked this thing up this week. Been saying I want one of these for like 2 years now.
Wow.
Alright. Now come over to the other one.
Not to worry, guys. All you can hear is this guy's generator.
That was 30 seconds.
Yeah. Wow.
That was good.
That was good.
Yeah, I don't think we have to film the other ones too.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, no, that was good. I'm hyped about that. Thanks for filming, Molly. But yeah, no, shout out to this thing.
Show the setup.
Newest addition to the camp setup. And throw some new tires on right there. Got some other bike work to do, and maybe go check out the track in a little bit. But that's the game plan. It's nice out. Probably have to set up the AC. It's a little too nice out. It's a little hot, but yeah, that's it.
The flag drops and we head off into this first corner. I have another awful start. Hopefully when I get that new start button, I'll be able to get up into the top 5. For now, we got to come back on our hands, so it looks like I'm 4th from last as we make our way out onto the course. This track was super fast right off of the bat. This A250 class is super fast as well, and I'm still adjusting to the speed. I end up taking a few questionable lines here, and that limits my ability to move up a few positions. I end up getting out behind my buddy John. I follow him for a bit as we adjust to the pace.
Tracking super fast so far. I gotta start to catch up.
Right here kind of shows the sheer speed of this new class. I come around the corner and there's a pileup. By the time I even get to the pileup, those kids are back on their bikes and taking off. Start to get a bit close to John right there. I let out a good, and he lets me by, but now he's on my trail and I can't let off the gas or he'll pass me.
Trying to get a little bit of arm pump with my right hand. Gotta stand up a little more, I think.
Around this point in the race, I started to feel some fatigue in my right arm and my right hand. I think this was mostly just from being on the gas much more aggressively than I usually am.
So I can pull a gap on these guys. You're gonna have to ride aggressive.
Right there you can hear me say that I want to try to pull a gap on these guys so I can distance myself and gain a better lead. As we make our way into this muddy section, I take a bad line yet again, and John is able to sneak by me.
Oh, bad line.
Right here through this rocky section, you can see how technical it was. Just by watching John's bike, you can see that he's getting thrown all over the trail.
Woo! Alright, we're starting to space out. I don't see anyone in front, I don't see anyone behind me. Well, I see someone in front, but it's pretty far off. So, I gotta try to catch up, but also want to keep riding smooth. It's only first lap.
I inevitably lose sight of John. He was ripping and I was struggling with the heat, so he took off on me. And then I come up to this intersection and I take the left line because it looks a bit smoother. Come to find out that I'm actually not even on the course right now, so I have to cut the ribbon.
Not sure what happened right there. Looks like I got off course. Somehow.
Pretty unusual circumstances. Usually the course is marked pretty well, but it looked like there was a ribbon taken down. Not sure what happened, but either way, I get back on the track and make my way up this hill. These hills were extremely steep, and you can see I'm just struggling to hang on to the bike at this point. Shout out to the people building the track. This was such a cool section alongside the river and then up this hill. Wish I got to ride these woods more often. Looks like I managed to catch up to the people in front of me. Now I'm trailing behind John again. Let's see if I can get by him. Come through after the first lap. We're holding the 7th place position. Shout out to Molly for the amazing videos and cheering me on.
That's the lap right there.
Coming through this gnarly rock section, Pat shouts out this line to the left. Saves me a lot of time and energy.
Tell you what, I'm ready for that pit stop.
Alright, so second lap, and we're back at the spot where I got off course. You can see right there on the left, now there's a ribbon and some logs across the trail to simplify that you have to stay onto the right side of the trail. Now, this is my first time riding this rock section, and this is about where I hopped back on the trail. So you can see I did cut out that rock section right there. It was a complete accident, and I'm not sure if I really saved myself any time, but there you go. That is the official track right there. And now we're making our way back up this hill. This was extremely steep. It's hard to show it on the GoPro, but I was pretty much first gear, just revved out. Right here, I started to get a bit complacent with my pace, and that caused me to get past. So now it's back on the gas, trying to catch up to this guy in front of me. Let's see if I can catch up to him.
Okay, ready to make a pass here.
Second lap comes to a close. We're still holding that 7th place position as I pull into the pits to fuel up on gas, get a new GoPro battery, and some electrolytes.
Yep.
All right. We got gas. There goes RJ. Hopefully he's winning.
Right here I get passed by RJ, who's riding in the A250 class on a 125. He's in the line behind me, starts 1 minute behind me, and still managed to catch up to me. He was absolutely cooking today, and he actually managed to win the race, so shout out to him. I was following RJ, I was feeling pretty good, pushing my pace a little bit, and I hit this root section, wash out really hard to the left. Not sure if I need to soften up my suspension or if I just need to ride more wear, but either way, I went down right there, picked the bike back up, and I'm back on it.
Feel good behind RJ.
And then coming into this mud rut, I'm completely worn out at this point, super tired, and I just lose balance and tip over and fall into the mud.
Oh no.
Definitely not my best riding, but it's all part of the process of getting better, so get back on the bike and keep pushing my pace.
Oh my god. Not riding good. at me. Here we go.
Coming down this hill, I'm sitting too much, and I hit this root, completely lose it. Almost crashed, but I picked the bike back up, and got to get it together now. That's 3 close calls. Time to get my mind on the race. Back at this hill section, and it looks like this time around they opened up a line all the way to the left. I tried it out, not sure if it was faster or slower, but either way, these hills were crazy.
For that hill section.
Coming through this rock section for the last time of the race. I am absolutely struggling through here right now. Feet hanging everywhere. I make it through relatively smoothly. Could go a lot worse. I could have got stuck for a lot longer. I get hung up for a second here, and I make it out relatively smoothly, so can't complain.
dead. So tired. About to fall asleep.
You're right there.
Oh. Woo. That's it, boys. Oh. 7th place finish. That was hard fought. To be honest with you, that was not an easy race for me. No real injuries or any big tip overs, but I was exhausted. Whew. Yeah, it's hot out. It was 80 degrees that whole time. That was not easy. Let's see how the GoPro and everything held up. Oh. Not cracked. Might have got twisted up a little. Hopefully it all came out good. Yeah, I'm gonna go walk over to the river. Yeah, that was gnarly. Hottest race of the season so far, at least, that's for sure. I don't know if I gotta just get used to the heat or if I should be hydrating better or what, but I was worn out. You jumping in too? Oh, this is gonna feel so good. Starting to cool down. Here we go. We're at the river. It's actually a really cool spot. Feels good. Feels good. That's what I needed. Hey, have a good one. Whew. Jumped in full gear. My boots are waterlogged, but I don't even care. Feel good. Well, a little better. Whew. Tell you what, that was a gnarly race. Super hot out there. I was struggling to even just stand up. Man, I guess it is part of just racing in the heat, but definitely think I could get better conditioned. So that was a struggle. And either way, I finished 7th. A250, that's what it said. Also just got to get used to this summertime heat. It's a big difference from racing in 50-degree weather to 80-degree weather. That is for sure. That's it from me. Let's see if Molly has anything to say. Here she is.
Hi.
I felt bad that I
Did you see me?
came down. No, I didn't.
I saw you.
When
You
I got
throw up?
off. No, I spit. I jumped in the water.
Hey gang, I just had to walk really far.
Look, watch this.
They're about to jump in the water. Yuck!
I was like right behind John.
You were, and then what
behind
happened? Because you finished behind. Oh, is that game?
I finished 7th.
Yeah, but you finished behind RJ. Well, RJ got first. He
RJ
was ripping.
Yeah. When he passed me, I was like, oh, hopefully RJ's in first. I guess I can just. Hey, I think the GoPro got the whole thing too.
Yeah, that was a really bad pit though.
Why?
It was really long.
It was alright.
And I couldn't get the camera battery out.
Nah, you added like 1 second on right there.
We gotta close this.
For sure. Shut it down.
You guys were all ripping. Like, you were ripping, John was ripping. John must be used to that bike now, or maybe he was just not on his A game last race because
Yeah, right?
he was
looked
cooking.
faster.
Yeah.
So like first lap or two, I was literally like riding with him.
Yeah, the first lap you guys all came back to back. It was John, you, Matt.
Yeah. And then yeah. I just got like so tired.
That GoPro battery too was like unbelievably hot. Like
Yeah.
I'm surprised it honestly didn't melt that bad.
It might be because of the foam thing might stop the air from like cooling it.